going on, guys? So we just made it to Lake Louise. This is the most beautiful scenery. How are you? This is one weird planet we got through the Stargate here. Looks like Alberta, Ontario. I mean Calgary. I mean Banff.
What it dooski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 2, Episode 17. How's it going, everybody? So I am back. I was gone for a little bit here. As you can see by the opening clip, it almost seems like I went through a Stargate. So I was actually just took some time off. I was in Alberta, so it was actually closer, I guess, than where I am in Toronto. To where they actually shot the show, because I remember when I first started the series, I was like, oh wow, this looks an awful lot like Vancouver. It turns out they shot a lot of the show there. That's because I made that comment because of all the greenery and stuff, so I thought of that when I was gone. I'm back and I'm excited to get into the series. I was sort of thinking about it to myself as I was like driving. I was like, wow, like SG is going through a really great set of episodes right here. We had the 5th race, we had A Matter of Time, and just I think season 2 in general has been pretty great so far, and it's getting me more engaged and involved with the show, so I'm excited to see how things continue to go. Even today I put up the season 2 episode 5, Need, and I was a very big fan of that episode, obviously dealing with Dan's addiction, but I mean even touching on things about the sarcophagus. So just really into it and really getting excited about SG as it's continuing to go on, learning more about the characters, the world building, etc. So with that being said, this is going to be 17, I believe, is the upload from continuing from the last week that I missed because I didn't have time. This week we'll be getting episode 18 and episode 19 up. That'll either be a 2-part back-to-back on the Thursday, Friday, or it might be like a Thursday, Saturday sort of thing. So anyway, with that being said, guys, as always, if you enjoy this, definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, guys, in case you're interested in hopping along this journey with me and getting the full Under the Raw reactions and more, then definitely check out patreon.com/Farewell34 in the description down below. Plus, you can check out the Discord link, hop in the convos, or just follow your boy on the social medias. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back into this one, guys. Yeet. Oh, this is not the base under siege. Because I feel like that's what it is half the time.
Looks like somebody's closed up for the winter.
It's like a museum or something. There's 5 pillars.
These devices are unfamiliar to me.
Bet. What does that say?
Oh, this is interesting.
A decoder.
I wonder what's in there.
Who are you?
I am Jesus. Now, who is this guy?
Since before I was born, this man has been a fugitive from the system lords.
True.
He was developing advanced technology to battle the Goa'uld, to kill several Jaffa, and escaped.
I am not this person you speak of. We're not ghouls. But if we are not ghouls, who are we? Yes, that's right. I am Daniel Jackson from the planet Earth. Pleased to meet you. No, I'm
We got a midnight. We're just repeating each other.
No, I'm Daniel Jackson.
True.
You, here, quickly.
It's kind of got like a Zeus look to him. Great, Daniel. You paired with his Wi-Fi.
I'm fine.
He's not fine. He's slow.
Right, sir.
That was such a weird intro to this show, and a long one at that. Anyway, let's get into it. I did find myself while I was gone saying the phrase, for crying out loud, a little bit more than I normally would. My boy.
Well, everything seems fine.
This one's called Holiday.
You seem a little out of it.
Exhausted.
Oh, that's
Well,
so
that's not
funny.
unusual.
How is he?
Not good. My guess is he was tortured.
He's not going to live much longer, is he?
I believe it's some sort of database for all of Michello's inventions. When I press one of them, a schematic diagram appears with notes on the side. It's not in any dialect that I understand.
1 second, let me just make sure my quality. Okay. Something seems different about the way that this is presented. Like, I don't know if the audio is different or the quality subtly. I don't know, but or maybe just the sort. I don't know. Feels different.
I do not recognize them.
How are you, Dr. Jackson?
Tired. I'll be fine.
Daniel, do you recognize any of these symbols?
Dismissed.
General, Dr. Fraser thought I should go home, get some rest.
Take it A.
Thank you.
Yo, whoa. I'm game for a Daniel episode, I was about to say.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm also always game for an episode outside of the base, in civvy life.
Jack, Sav, Teal'c. Finally.
We switched bodies.
How does this gentleman know our name?
I am Daniel Jackson.
Here we go.
This has gotta be a fake.
But I'm telling you, that machine somehow switched us.
Who's Cassandra?
She's a 12-year-old girl
She likes swings in Toronto.
X. Where was the Stargate found?
at a dig in Giza.
Yes, sir.
Let's assume for a moment that you are Daniel Jackson.
Okay. We'll see where this goes. I'll reserve some comments, because this is fairly
Hello,
similar.
friend. Will you teach me? Man, you can't be just walking up to people you don't know on the street and talking all weird like that.
I am called Michello.
I'm Fred.
Let us feast together, Fred, and celebrate our strangeness,
On you?
if that is the custom.
Somehow, Daniel's networks were remapped onto the old man's by that alien device.
We don't know that it went both ways. Daniel could still be Daniel. Let's find him.
And what if he isn't Daniel?
I'm gonna have to consult with some neurospecialists, sir.
Wouldn't it be a little easier if we just went back, got this machine?
Okay, just jumping straight to it.
I want to check out Michello's room. Maybe he has some electronic notebooks that I can actually read.
We got some sinister music here, too. This is what I'm going to say. Reminds me specifically of the episode with when we're introduced to Jack's kid and they do the literal body swap when we're introduced to his wife. So that reminds me of that element to it, even going back to the house. And I don't think we've seen Jackson in civvy life since the movie, like on his own, like going home, etc., etc. We've been to his house when we thought he was dead. We've seen his parents, but that was in a simulation, right? So if they do some stuff maybe to differentiate it with the civilian life, and maybe this guy's fucked up and then he kills people and then Daniel's held responsible for that, that could be pretty interesting. But we'll see. I'm not going to talk too much or have any sort of expectations and be like, oh, this fell flat because of that. Anyway, let's just keep going. But let's see. It's a part of the fun, you know?
I think I know how Michello has lived so long. There's all sorts of tubes and thermal units that look like they're for life support.
Oh, maybe
2,
goes through materials too?
3.
What?
Jack doing Teal'c's face?
It did not go well, General Hammond.
You think?
That's so good. Oh my god.
Well, whatever. It's bad, okay?
That's so funny. I haven't heard Chris Judge's voice non-Teal'c, right?
They located.
The good news is I found the switching device on Michello's computer.
Captain, can we just get on with this?
So unless I've missed something, it must be triggered by the handles themselves. First, let's just try grasping it normally, the same way you did before.
We good?
Nope.
No?
Still got Junior.
You switch sides.
It's a fair shot, yeah?
We did not make progress.
Maybe it has something to do with the order in which you grab.
I thought they grabbed it at the same time.
The symbiote will remedy the problem,
Okay.
similar to a state of hibernation.
Meditation.
It is imperative that you do this, O'Neill, or my body will be as if it has no immune system.
Okay. Tell me what to do. You don't look so good.
It's pretty fun.
If you do not perform Kelno Reem, it could lead to my death.
This is Fred. I am Michello. We wish to feast on me. In fact, let everyone here feast on me.
You celebrating something?
Indeed, we are.
But I'm going to need a credit card.
Where would I find such a card?
Usually your back
Usually
pocket.
in your wallet.
Uh-huh.
Will one of these cards do? You are one of the most enchanting women I have seen in my lifetime. I would be honored by a kiss.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yo, saying Michello's throwing my boy down
Very
a little
good.
lob?
How do I do it?
Relax. Concentrate. Your subconscious minds will be as one. Kelno Reem.
Kelno Reem.
Here,
It's useless.
No, it's not. We're getting closer.
That's obvious because of the forms. The alphabets may be the same, but it's an entirely original language.
Blood pressure's going up.
That could actually be Daniel just in prosthetics. I wouldn't even know. Because the voice and the cadence and all that is pretty accurate.
Let's get a CT and
Mannerisms.
check for hip. He's in a coma.
Dig in, Michello. I get the feeling you fought in the Gulf. Am I right?
No, but I was a soldier. I fought many battles. I was captured and tortured.
That explains a lot.
But I knew I could not surrender. If it were not for me, you would all be conquered by now.
By who? Saddam?
But several others would have wiped you out.
Okay, this is definitely new music. I was thinking to myself as the scene was going on, I'm like, I don't think I've heard any of this stuff before.
From now on, I only want to eat hamburgers and French fries and ice cream sundaes. Only evil things must come to an end. For good things, such as ourselves,
Live forever.
it is possible to go on forever.
Cool.
Whoa. Teal'c? What are you doing?
Oh, okay, you should have mentioned
If I
that
am
first.
to remain in this body, I must shave my head.
Teal'c, you will not shave my head. Teal'c, this is temporary. Just give him a chance to find Daniel, okay? Until I get back.
Yeah, typical body switching hijinks. So good.
Sir, I feel like I need to be involved in finding Daniel.
It has been a lifetime since I've enjoyed such companionship, Fred. How does one court a wife, Fred?
Usually with lots of time, energy, and those credit cards.
I will not go back.
What?
It is impossible.
Put your hands behind your head.
What?
He's a hero!
What? What did he do to warrant that? Did he kill somebody? Before we...
You're right, Fred. All good things do come to an end.
Okay, here's the thing. I was under the impression, I didn't think they're going to do a body swap, but then they did. But to differentiate it, like I think I said earlier, maybe I held the thought, is like he must have done some crazy shit in the civilian world that we weren't aware of, and that's what we're alluding to. Like either he killed somebody or X, Y, and Z. And at least unless I'm mistaking things here, all he did from what we've presented was go to the diner with this man, pay his food, and dip. And this guy doesn't seem like he was a problem to the officers, and he's known for being, causing troubles or whatever. So I don't know. I'm actually kind of and the Hammond response to where are we going with this? No, you don't. No. Okay, okay. What the fuck? Unless it's just the SGC.
Daniel found the guy. They're bringing him in.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to.
I'm so sorry. That makes sense. I guess, yeah. But I thought it would have been them, not calling the police.
Can't die on me now.
They're on their way in. We should get that machine piece in here.
Yeah, like, do you hear this?
Reverse what you've done to my people.
I cannot do what is impossible.
Then you won't cooperate.
On the contrary, I am telling you the truth. The device retains a memory of every transference. I designed it so that it encrypts the transference, blocking any reversal.
Then reprogram it so it will unblock.
You do not have the necessary technology.
Appreciate the diss, but okay. Calling up the Nox, calling up Thor.
Hope you're enjoying the scenery. It's the only view you'll have for the rest of your life.
That is why I called you. I thought perhaps I might be able to negotiate for better accommodations.
We're not your enemy. If anything, we're allies.
That is why I will teach Captain Carter that code. You will in fact be able to defeat them.
And our cost for this knowledge?
Your team gets bodied.
My freedom, of course.
And he gets to be free.
And Dr. Jackson.
Your friend was my solution to hiding my face permanently. Consider him a casualty of war. I am offering you the salvation of your planet. Is this not worth more than the life of one archaeologist?
But here on Earth, the value of a life is priceless.
Believe you two have met.
I earned it because I sacrificed my life for you and your people. The least you could do was compensate me with another. For 50 years, I fought against the Goa'uld. At least you still have a planet and friends.
Is he one of the last races?
You have made great sacrifices. I hate the Goa'uld. The Goa'uld use hosts because they think they are better than humans. Because they believe they deserve it. You're a Goa'uld, Machello. I have nothing but a host to you. My wife is still alive. There's a chance I could still save her. You will never find her.
Okay, now he's just coming at the man unnecessarily.
He's in V-fib. Prepare the paddles. Wait a minute.
If I could trade places with him again, I would. But unfortunately, I am the only one who cannot.
So we're gonna just
You're
do
the
swaps?
only one who can't?
So you?
Get Colonel O'Neill and Teal'c.
We're shuffling people around?
We're gonna have to play a little musical chairs with your bodies.
Oh boy.
First, Colonel,
So
you
they actually are
and
gonna do
Machello.
that? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
How do you feel physically?
Peachy.
Now, you and Daniel should switch.
dream.
I don't have time to explain right now, Daniel. Just bear with me.
Jack?
I love how they can recognize it right away.
In your hands, my inventions could go on fighting the Goa'uld.
It's all right. I'll figure it out. Please.
I am myself again.
Back to life, back to reality.
Yes! Yes! Shave my head.
I'm back.
He's conscious again.
Thank you for my holiday.
Welcome back, SG-1.
What an interesting episode of the show right there. Wow. Let's just talk about that one. Let's talk about that. That was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 Season 2, Episode 17. I will say a few things that I liked about this episode, but I think overall, this was just like an odd episode to me. Not in a bad, and maybe it's because of the sprint of episodes that we've been on, and some of the great episodes that come to mind, in my opinion. I liked a few. I liked what they did here at certain points this episode. For example, I think the main thing that I really enjoyed here was the actors having a great time, seeing the Freaky Friday, whatever you want to call it, like swapping bodies. A ton of fun for me, at least, seeing seeing the actors swap places to the T. How they were playing, from the cadences in their voice, to the mannerisms from Teal'c doing O'Neill initially, and then even just at the end there, like Daniel and Jack, just made for a lot of fun in those moments. I think those are fantastic bits right there, and I think they're a lot of fun. The comical elements or the tone of the first half of this episode, while I do think overall tonally it was a little scattered and maybe the pacing was also kind of off for me personally, they also dived into the serious bag a little bit towards the end of this episode, which I appreciated, and they also hinted at this character that we were introduced to who just died at a bigger context here. So they also did a little bit of world building and potential teasing. So I did appreciate that, but yeah, I think this was intended to be sort of, at least what I'm guessing, so to be like a fun sort of odd episode here. And the storyline and episode as a whole I didn't love, but there were certain elements to it that we got to see that I really enjoyed. But I think the storyline as a whole, I think it was fine. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but I just think this was okay. I think they've done similar things like this better, and I think if they're gonna go for the whole comical-esque route, they could have gone full blown instead of doing like a middle ground element, because I think overall it was just an okay episode to me, with some great comical bits here and there. So that's just sort of how I took this episode. Something interesting too is seeing Hammond's response to not letting the Teal'c O'Neill go out. But that was an interesting choice. I don't think there's anything I particularly hated this episode. It didn't hit all the right notes to me to make what a great episode SG-1 is. I think it was an oddball episode of the series that let the actors had some fun. Cool to see them pick up on each other's mannerisms and just do them so well. Sort of a similar idea that we've done already. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but they also did differentiate a little bit here. For as an episode, I think it was just fine. Maybe it could fall into like the guilty pleasure category for me. I mean, I could see it maybe falling in the guilty pleasure category for some people. Maybe some people hate this episode. Didn't hate it. Thought it was just like an okay episode, kind of wavered at points. And even like the directing, like there were some like comical zoom-ins, the ending, it's almost like they were trying to mimic like almost like a comedy or like an oddball nature to like almost like an episode of Buffy. I don't know. Music sounded a little different here, the visual quality. So yeah, that's just sort of my impression, first go at it. What y'all think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. That was the SG upload for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, if you did, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, guys, in case you are interested in the full unedited raw reactions and more, links in the description down below to the full unedited raw reactions, plus my social media pages and the Discord. But with that being said, guys, I'm actually really interested to hear what y'all thought about this one in the comment section down below. But with that being said, guys, I love you, and I will see you all next time. Peace.